Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Today, I'll be sharing with you some quick and easy vegan breakfast ideas that all use oats. I love oats because of how versatile they are, so let's just get straight into the recipes and let's make some wholesome and hearty breakfast. Don't forget that all of these recipes are available on my website in full written recipe form, so just click the description box down below. First up, we have an easy breakfast oatmeal. So I used to absolutely hate oatmeal, but cooking it this way definitely helped with making me more open to the idea of having a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. In a small saucepan, add half a mashed banana, add a third of a cup of oats, and a third of a cup of plant-based milk, and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to thicken the mixture. At this point, I mixed up the mixture and also added another third of a cup of plant-based milk to help thin out the mixture. At this point, bring the saucepan to the stovetop and start stirring. As soon as the milk starts bubbling, keep stirring until the mixture thickens. This will take a few minutes. Once you reach a thick consistency, you are then ready to transfer the oatmeal to a bowl and top with your favorite toppings. The toppings are really what makes the oatmeal so much more enjoyable for me. I love to add bananas, some frozen blueberries, and a lot of peanut butter, and sometimes some plant-based yogurt if I have that on hand. I also like to finish it off with just a splash of plant-based milk. And then you are ready to serve your oatmeal for breakfast. Next up, we have some simple overnight oats. When I really hated oatmeal, I still enjoyed overnight oats. This is simply the easiest way to have oats since no cooking is involved, especially when you have a busy morning the next day. For the night before, in a mason jar, add a third of a cup of rolled oats, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of vegan plant protein if you have it, a tablespoon of nut butter of your choice, and 2/3 of a cup of plant milk. Then just give it a little stir with a spoon. After all the ingredients are mixed together, close the lid, and that is all of the prep work done. You can then put your mason jar into the fridge and chill it for at least 2 hours up to overnight, and the next morning you are ready to have your overnight oats. You can eat it straight out of the jar or transfer it to a bowl. The choice is up to you. Here I'm just adding some of my toppings such as some homemade granola and a few cherries, but you're free to top your overnight oats with whatever toppings you desire. So our last recipe is some baked oats. It is a bit fancier because it involves baking and more time, but you can batch make these ahead of time and reheat them in the next few days. I love them because they taste like mini cupcakes for breakfast, but a lot healthier. First, you want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and then we're gonna make our own oat flour by blending 1 cup of rolled oats in a blender or a food processor if you have one, and then transfer it to a different bowl. Then in the same blender, add 1 ripe banana, 4 tablespoons of any nut butter of your choice, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Then add half a cup of unsweetened plant-based milk and blend this all together to form a thick consistency to add it to the dry oat flour that we reserved earlier. I added the remaining half of the plant-based milk here because my blender wasn't big enough. But after mixing all of these together, you will get a thick oat batter, and then we want to transfer these to some greased small ramekins, fill them up to 3/4. Here I'm just cutting up some chocolate to put it into my baked oats. You can use chocolate chips or some fruits that you like in place of this as well. Then just mix it up in a small spoon to get it evenly distributed. And then now you're ready to put it into the preheated oven. So you're gonna want to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes until the tops are a little bit golden. And this is what they look like, freshly baked out of the oven. So to serve, you can top this off with a little bit more nut butter of your choice, and then I just sprinkle a little bit of black sesame seeds for presentation, but totally optional. And now you're ready to dig into your baked oats. Enjoy! If you batch make any of these and you want to store them, you can store them in an airtight container and they can keep up fresh to the fridge for up to 1 week. Thank you so much for joining me in making these oat recipes. I hope you will enjoy them as much as I did. If you have something else more you'd like to see, don't forget to leave it in the comments and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And see you in the next one. Bye!